Oopsie. Look at that. Day 6. Finished prototype with the magnets. The arrow is slightly off center, but how can you achieve success unless you fail? I am personally very excited to show you guys this. It works just like the film, and it's the perfect size for the door. We even got the a method that works for hanging it. So this is just the jig to get the actual holder on the wall. So you just put this up to the corner of the door. This marks the holes that you're going to need to make to drill the boy. And then get the anchor in there. Got 2 of them. And then you put this, well, you drill that, you put that in flush to the wall. You hang this up, and then you drill into those anchors. And then you have a little bit of play to kind of position that where you want. And then you get this guy right on the wall. Slides on there like a glove. And in the film, there is actually like a little piece of decorative like wire or like tubing that comes off the wall and goes to like your actual door. So I have 3/4 inch of play right here. I think I'm gonna do like 5/8 of like a. I need to pull up the reference material, but it's gonna be a like a 3D print that we put on the wall, and then you could probably just command strip on there because no big deal. But perfect spin, perfect spin. The weight's slightly off. The red one is a lot heavier than these ones, so it's throwing the weight off slightly, so it's not perfectly clicking. I think this is sufficient for now. Sufficient for my space. We can go on to the next thing because we need to keep going, keep hammering. I have a little other story of how I almost frustrated myself today. We got a box full of filament and misprints and random prints that I'm recycling right here. And one of our 3D printers had a problem with the extruder today. So we had to disassemble that and get the filament out. But as we were doing that, you have to take off screws. And I thought I had dropped them on the ground. Well, turns out I dropped them in that. I actually went on the ground before I assumed they dropped in there and did the old eye, scan the whole entire floor. Didn't see anything. So the next guest was there. And instead of pouring the whole thing out and sifting through it, we had a better idea. Magnets. I saved myself 10, 15 minutes trying to, figure out what the hell was going on there. So, big brain in the building. We'll show you the space tomorrow. We're still cleaning and organizing. I am so impressed with how far we've come just in the 6 days that we've been going. When I get in here, I give myself 10 minutes of cleaning. And then midday, we do 10 minutes of cleaning. And then at the end, we do 10 minutes of cleaning. Minimum. And I've gone through so much. We've broken down 2 carfuls of cardboard. We got all that styrofoam gone, and we went through all the other packaging, and we decided what we were going to discard and keep. And we have a full trash can today for sending out, and that never happens here. I actually have more to put out, but we're going to go to the neighbor's trash can and see if they got any room, so we don't have to wait. It is a little uncomfortably hot in here, but I can't tell if that's me zooming around, because it's like a comfortable 70 degrees in here. We're on the 2nd floor, so it's a little muggy, very humid today. So showering after this, resetting. Do we have any Ghibli fans out there? Should we go to any other film and visit something to create? Because we can't just make one Ghibli thing. For instance, the SpongeBob stuff I've made like 6 SpongeBob products. We got the old Reliable box. We got different plaques. We got the SpongeBob First Dollar. We got Painty Pirate from the intro painted in a custom frame that we made. And then we have just random small items from the show, like the candy bar. One of the next things I want to make is for my brother. He is a Warhammer guy. If you don't know what Warhammer is, it's essentially D&D, but 4,000 years into the future. So it's space everything. So you got space elves, space dwarves, space orcs, and it's a tabletop war game, and it's very masculine. Everyone's a beefcake, and you take these very intricate models on sprues, you cut them, you assemble them, you paint them, and then you can play the game. So it's like a whole hobby inside a board game. And people like to just dress up their whole entire board very with unique colors and make everything that much better than the next guy. So it's just kind of like, a chest out kind of thing. And he spends all of his free time doing that when he can. And he's got a very special affinity to the game. So I'm trying to think of a project that would be perfect to honor him and then serve the community too. I got a couple ideas. We'll bounce them off you. But We've reached 10 minutes. We will do product photography tomorrow, and we'll see where the wind blows. We'll get that on the Etsy. We'll link it over to you, and I want to see some comments. So if you got any of those laying around, let's hear them. As always, thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. I will catch you tomorrow.